I used to think a normal life meant being tired all the time. I worked double shifts, counted every bill, and still tried to smile when Noah ran into my arms yelling, "Dad, you're home." Lena would stand in the doorway with crossed arms and say, "You're late again." But I always kissed her cheek and answered, "I'm doing this for us." I believed that. I believed love meant pushing through pain. One night, Noah coughed so hard he couldn't breathe. "Call the doctor." I shouted. Lena grabbed her phone with shaking hands. "Noah, baby, look at me. Breathe." "I'm right here, son," I said, holding him tight. "Dad's got you." At the hospital, nurses rushed him away. A man in a white coat came toward us. "I'm Dr. Samir Qureshi. Is my son okay?" I asked. "He's stable for now," he said calmly. "But we need to run some tests." "Whatever you need," I said. "Fast. Do it," he nodded. "We'll also need blood samples from both parents." "Of course," I said. "I'm his." Father Lena's fingers tightened around her purse. Dr. Samir noticed. "It's routine," he said gently. "I'm not scared," I said. "Test me right now." A nurse led me away. I joked while she took my blood. "Guess I'm officially donating to my kid," I said. She smiled weakly. Hours passed. Noah slept. Lena stared at the wall. "You okay?" I asked. "I'm tired," she said sharply. "This is your fault for working so much." I sighed. "I'm working for him." "For us," she corrected. Later, a nurse returned. "Dr. Samir would like to see you. Is something wrong?" I asked. "He just wants to talk." The way she avoided my eyes made my stomach twist. Dr. Samir waited in a small room with no windows. "I need you to sit down, Mr. Adil." I laughed. "Why are you talking like someone died?" He folded his hands. "There appears to be a discrepancy in the test results." "What kind of discrepancy?" "The DNA test indicates you are not Noah's biological father." I stared at him, then I laughed harder. "That's not funny." "I'm not joking," he said softly. "There must be a mistake. We ran it twice." "That's impossible," I said. "He's my son. I'm very sorry." My ears rang. "You're saying my wife cheated?" "I'm saying the test does not show a biological match." I stood up so fast, my chair scraped the floor. "Run it again?" "We already confirmed it." I walked out without answering. Lena looked up. "What did he say?" I held the paper in front of her face. "Explain this." She glanced at it. Her lips lost color. "Tell me it's wrong," I said. She swallowed. "You're overreacting. Answer me," I said louder. "Is Noah mine?" She looked away. That silence screamed louder than any words, so it's true. I whispered, "You weren't there for me." She snapped suddenly. "You were always working. I was feeding this family. You chose money over me. I chose you," I shouted. "I chose our son." She crossed her arms. "You're acting crazy." "I'm acting like a man who just found out his life is a lie." "You should be grateful," she said. "I kept this family together by lying to my face." "If you hadn't pushed me away." "Stop," I said. "Don't you dare blame me." She rolled her eyes. "You're always the victim." I felt something inside me crack. "Noah calls me Dad," I whispered. "I held him when he cried. I stayed up when he was sick. And," she said coldly, "and you let me live a lie. He needed a father, so you used me." She didn't answer. That was answer enough. I walked toward the bedroom. "Where are you going?" she asked. "To breathe." "Don't be dramatic." I grabbed my jacket. "Running away again," she muttered. I ignored her as I stepped into the hallway. Her phone buzzed on the table. A voice message played. A man laughed. "He still doesn't know, does he?" My hand shook, my heart dropped, and the paper in my pocket felt heavier than my entire life. I didn't sleep. I sat at the kitchen table with the DNA paper under my palms, like if I held it down hard enough it would stop being real. Lena slept. In our room, Noah slept in his. Every creak made my body jump. I whispered, "This can't be true." My mind answered with memories. Noah's first birthday, Lena laughing. "Make a wish, Dad." Late nights when she snapped, You care more about overtime than me? And me saying, I care about keeping the lights on? At 6 a.m., Lena walked in wearing my shirt like nothing happened. She poured coffee. We need to talk, I said. She didn't look at me. You mean you need to yell? I need the truth, I said. Do you want the truth, or do you want drama? She froze, then smirked. Fine, he isn't yours. Are you happy now? The words hit my chest. Chair until my knuckles burned. No, I said. I'm sick, she shrugged. It happened once. Once, I repeated. And you lied for years. You were never home, she said. You think money makes you a husband? I was home enough to raise him, I said. Him when he was sick? I missed sleep so you could sleep. And I was alone, she snapped. You don't know what that feels like. I know what alone feels like right now, I said. She slammed her mug down. Don't act like a saint. You made me feel invisible. So you punished me, I said. You punished him too. Her eyes flashed. Don't you dare bring Noah into this? He is this, I whispered, then glanced at the hallway. Noah's door was closed. I wanted to scream, but my son was right there, dreaming that I was his dad. Lena leaned in. Noah needs stability. He needs a father. You've been good at that part. So stop digging. Stop making it ugly. I laughed without humor. You're telling me to stay quiet so you can keep your picture-perfect life? She pointed at the paper. That test doesn't change who he calls dad. It changes who you are, I said. She crossed her arms. I kept the family together. Kept yourself comfortable, I said. Her jaw tightened. If you blow this up, you'll destroy him. Is that what you want? I stared at her. I want you to stop lying. She turned away, then stopped asking. The doorbell rang. Lena's eyes widened for half a second before she masked it. Who is that? I stood. I'll handle it. Kareem stood there with a grocery bag like he'd planned a rescue mission. Brother, he said, stepping in, don't do anything crazy. I stared at him. Why are you talking like you already know? He blinked too fast. Lena called. She said you were upset. Upset, I echoed. That's what she told you? He set the bag down. I brought food. Answer me, I said. Did you know? Kareem looked at the floor. I'm here for you. That's not an answer. Lena walked in, voice sweet. Kareem, think? He's been spiraling. Snapped. Don't talk about me like I'm not here. Kareem lifted his hands. A deal, please. Calm down, tell me, I said. How long? He swallowed. It's simple, I said. Yes or no. His silence was softer than Lena's, but it cut deeper. I nodded slowly. You knew? Kareem's voice cracked. I didn't want to hurt you. You didn't want to deal with it, I said. Lena waved a hand. Stop interrogating him, you're being dramatic. Kareem glanced toward Noah's room. Awake? No, I said. And you don't get to act like you care now. Kareem lowered his voice. Brother, whatever happened, Noah loves you. That's why this hurts, I said. Because I love him too. Lena scoffed. See? You're still his dad, so drop it. I looked at Kareem again. Who is he? Kareem blinked. Who? The man? I said. The one laughing on her phone? Lena's face tightened. Went through my phone? You went through my life, I said. Answer. Kareem rubbed his forehead. A deal. It doesn't matter. It matters, I said. Say his name, Lena snapped. Enough. Say it, Kareem. Exhaled Rafi. The name landed like a stone, Rafi, I repeated. And you still came here smiling, Kareem whispered. I came to stop you from doing something stupid. I stared at him, or to stop me from finding more. Lena reached for Kareem's arm. Don't tell him anything else. That move told me everything. I didn't argue. I simply watched. Kareem wouldn't meet my eyes. I said quietly, go. Kareem frowned. What? Leave, I said. Both of you. I need space. Lena laughed. In my house? In the house I pay for, I said. Go. Kareem hesitated, then grabbed his bag. Lena stormed past me and hissed, You're going to regret this. When the door closed, my hands shook, but my mind felt clear. I went to the drawer where Lena kept receipts and cute notes. I pulled everything out. My phone buzzed with a notification from our shared tablet. Lena had forgotten it was synced. A message preview popped up. Rafi, last night was close. He still believes you. My stomach turned. I opened the thread. Dates. Heart emojis. Plans lies stacked like bricks. Rafi. He's a good wallet. Lena, just be patient. I'll handle him, Rafi. And the kid? Lena, he'll never know. I covered my mouth to keep from making a sound. From the hallway, Noah called, Sleepy Dad? I wiped my face fast. Yeah, buddy, I'm here. He shuffled in, rubbing his eyes. Why are you up? Bad dream, I said. Come here. He climbed into my lap like it was normal. Love you, he mumbled. I held him tighter. Love you too. Over his head, I stared at the messages. The worst part wasn't the betrayal. It was knowing they watched me love him while they smiled. The doorbell rang again. I didn't move. Kareem's voice came through the door, thin and desperate. A deal? Please, just don't tell Noah. So you did know. You just chose her side today. Silence became my armor. I stopped begging Lena for answers. I stopped texting Kareem. I kissed my son, packed his lunch, and went to work like my life wasn't bleeding at the office. Mr. Hahn called me into his glass room. He didn't offer a seat. You look like a man who lost something, he said. I kept my voice flat. I lost a lie. His eyes narrowed. That's poetic. Are you going to miss deadlines? No, I said. I'm going to need a favor. He leaned back. From me. There are security logs from the ballroom where Lena works those charity events. I need access, I said. Mr. Hahn tapped a pen once. Why? Because someone is using my name, I said. He studied me like he was weighing profit. You're not telling me everything. I'm telling you enough, I said. If I'm right, it becomes fraud. Ah, he murmured. Now you're speaking my language. I met his stare. Will you help? He smiled without warmth. I help people who are useful. Stay useful. I will, I said. He slid a card across the desk. It will give you a read-only dump. If this is a personal mess, keep it off my floor. It's personal, I said, pocketing the card. But it won't stay that way. When I left, my hand shook, but my face didn't. One rule repeated. In my head, observe. That night, Lena acted like I was the problem. You're being quiet again, she said, scrolling on her phone. It's creepy. I'm tired, I said. She smirked. Good, maybe you'll stop obsessing. I watched her screen reflection in the window. Where were you yesterday? At work, she snapped. Why? Just asking, I said. She stood. You don't get to question me. I wanted to say, you don't get to rewrite my life. Instead, I said, okay. Her eyes flicked, confused by my calm. I'm taking Noah to my mom's on Saturday. My stomach tightened. Why? Because he needs family, she said. And you're unstable. I forced a slow breath. He's staying with me, she laughed. On what grounds? I swallowed it all. We'll talk later, I said. She walked away satisfied. She thought she'd already won. The next morning, I met Zara in a small office above a bakery. She didn't smile. She didn't offer pity. You're a deal, she said, flipping open a folder. You called about fraud and family. I called about betrayal, I said. She lifted an eyebrow. Feelings don't hold up in court. I'm not here for court, I said. Not yet. Zara leaned forward. Want justice? Or you? Want noise? I swallowed hard. I want them to feel what I felt. Then don't act like them, she said. Tell me facts, dates, accounts, names. Lena. A man named Rafi. My best friend knew. I said. Zara's pen moved. And the child? I looked down. I raised him. In the DNA. It says I'm not the father, I said, voice cracking. But he calls me Dad. Zara's eyes softened for a breath, then hardened. Your revenge cannot burn the child, understood? I said, what if exposing her ruins him at school? What if people whisper? Zara didn't blink. People already whisper. You just can't hear it yet. I don't want Noah to be a headline, I said. Then you protect his story, she replied. You document, you file, you stay calm. You let the truth hit the adults, not the child. I whispered, I'll keep him safe no matter what.
Yes.
I said, good, she said. Start with money. Lies leave trails. I handed her screenshots from the tablet. She nodded once. Do you have access to bank statements? She asked. I can get them, I said. Shared accounts cards. Get them, Zara said. Also get any documents you signed recently. I didn't sign anything, I said. Zara's mouth tightened. That's what you think. 2 days later, I gave me the security dump. I watched the footage in my car. Lena walked into the ballroom in a red dress. Rafi followed 5 minutes later, smiling like he owned the air. He touched her back. She leaned into it. I whispered, so that's your charity? My phone buzzed. Zara, any proof yet? I typed video. Clear faces. Bring it, she replied. And don't confront them. I almost laughed. Confronting was for the old me. That weekend, while Lena showered, I logged into our accounts. A transfer caught my eye. Then another. Then a new credit line. My name. It's my ID. A signature that looked like mine, but wasn't. From the bathroom, she called, Adil, are you okay? Yeah, I called back, just checking bills. She came out, towel on her head. See? You can be useful when you focus. I stared at her. Who told you my signature? She blinked. What? Nothing, I said. Forget it. Her smile returned. Good. When she left, I opened the messages again. Rafi, once the money is moved, we're done. He can keep the kid if he wants. Lena, no. The kid stays with me. He'll pay support. He'll beg. It'll be easy. Rage rose, clean and cold. At Zara's office, I laid everything out. Video, messages, transfers. Hotel receipts from Lena's email, and a scanned contract for a business loan in my name. Zara exhaled slowly. This isn't just an affair. Kept my voice steady. It's a plan. They're draining you, she said, and setting you up to look unstable. Want Noah, I said, throat tight. Not for love. For leverage. Zara looked me dead in the eyes. Then we move first. Quietly. How? I asked. Freeze assets, she said. File for protective orders. Document your parenting. We keep collecting. Every step must be clean. I nodded. I can do clean. She paused, then said, One more thing. What? I asked. Her voice dropped. The DNA test might be only the first secret. The living room was full of noise and fake smiles. Lena's family sat in a half circle like they were watching a show. Noah played on the floor with his toy car, making engine sounds. Lena stood in the center, wearing her proud face. I want everyone to listen, she said. I'm leaving a deal. Gasps filled the room. She looked at me, and I expect respect. No scenes. My heart hammered, but my voice stayed calm. Respect was something you should have practiced first, she scoffed. You're nothing. Without me, I slowly stood. I was nothing because I believed you. Her mother frowned. Adil, this is not the time. It's the perfect time, I said. I walked to the table and placed the first folder down. What's this? Lena snapped. Truth, I said. She laughed nervously. You're being dramatic again. I opened it. Bank transfers from my account to yours, dates, amounts. Her smile faded. I placed another folder, a loan in my name that I never signed. Kareem shifted in his seat. Then another, hotel receipts. Lena whispered, "Stop." I kept going. "Security footage from your charity events," her sister covered her mouth. I said quietly, "You didn't just cheat. You planned to empty me and leave." Kareem stood fast. "A deal, please." I turned. "Now you want to talk?" His voice shook. I was scared. "She said you'd leave Noah, so you sold me out to feel safe?" I asked. Tears filled his eyes. "I thought I was protecting him." "You protected yourself," I said. The front door opened. Rafi walked in smiling. "Wow, family meeting?" Lena rushed to him. "You weren't supposed to come." He kissed her cheek. "Relax. I'll fix it." He faced me. "Bro, emotions happen. Let's be adults." I nodded slowly. "We are." The door opened again. Zara walked in calm, holding papers. Rafi's smile slipped. "Who's she?" Zara spoke smoothly. "Court orders, asset freezes." "Fraud reports," Lena shouted. "You can't do this." Zara handed her documents. "Already done," Rafi backed up. "Oh, this is a misunderstanding." I stepped closer. Used my name. Promised her a better life after draining me. He laughed weakly. "She told you that?" I raised my phone and played his voice message. "He's a good wallet. Once the money moves, we're free." Silence crashed down. Lena's knees buckled onto the couch. Her mother whispered, "Lena, how could you?" Rafi tried again. "Look, man, the kid isn't even yours." My chest tightened, but I stayed steady. Zara looked at him. "And that's where you made it worse." He frowned. "What do you mean?" She slid another file forward. "You falsified hospital records 2 years ago. You interfered with medical insurance claims using the child's identity." Lena screamed. "What?" Rafi stammered. "I was helping." "You were committing fraud involving a minor," Zara said. Police sirens echoed outside. Rafi whispered, "You called them?" I nodded. "For Noah." Officers entered and took him by the arms. Lena rushed toward me. "A deal, please. I made mistakes." I stepped back. "Mistakes are accidents. You built a plan." Tears streamed down her face. "I loved you once." "You loved comfort," I said. She looked at Noah. "Baby, come to mommy." Noah ran to me instead. "Dad," he whispered. My throat burned. "I'm here." Lena sobbed louder. Zara placed a hand on my shoulder. "Custody protection is active." I breathed for the first time in months. Kareem whispered, "I'm sorry." I met his eyes. "We're done." The officers pulled Rafi away. Lena collapsed into a chair, shaking. I knelt beside Noah. "You okay, buddy?" He nodded. "Can we go home?" "Yes," I said softly. "We can. Die." As I walked past Lena, she grabbed my sleeve. "You're really leaving me with nothing?" I gently removed her hand. "You left me first." Outside, the air felt lighter. Zara said, "You handled it right." "I chose my son," I said. She nodded. "And yourself." Buckled Noah into the car. "Dad," he asked. "Yeah, you're not going away, right?" I smiled through pain. "Never." As I drove, my hands were steady. I didn't feel empty anymore. I felt free. I didn't need revenge to feel strong. I needed truth.